welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do a vermicompost using worms. You need a container. Basically container, I bought the wrong container, but it's still, you don't want a white container like this to see through. Worm, they like dark places, so you want to have a container that is black or green or whatever, not see-through like this, but that would be okay. I'm gonna put the worm in the basement anyway, and so that wouldn't be a problem. The first thing you need to do is drill a hole, which is drill a couple holes around the lid right here, so that for ventilation. So just a couple holes here and there. I'm using one quarter bit. Just drill a few holes. Okay. Well, the container right here is 64 quarts. It's 16.25 inches width, 23.5 inches depth, and 13.5 inches in height. So that's what you need. What do worm need? Basically, worm needs, before you do this, need some bedding. The bedding can be anything like cut up I'm using cut up newspaper. Some dead leaves. Some dirt. And let's talk about what kind of worm that you usually use for vermicompost. Well, you wouldn't like to use a night crawler to do that. Night crawler is not suitable for this kind of. We use right here a red wiggler worm. Red wiggler is really good for composting. I just ordered from eBay a pound of this red wiggler. A pound of this, usually about 1,000 worms in here. So it just arrived today. I haven't opened it yet. And the red wiggler is really good for doing a vermicompost. And what do you feed worms? Well, worms usually eat anything, any leftover from the. But the food you try to avoid from feeding the worms is like onions, citrus, spicy food, meat, dairy product. Those are things you wouldn't want to feed your worms. And processed food. So the best food for them to eat is what you left over, like vegetable. I have right here cabbage, apples, shredded cabbage, banana peels. Those are really good food for them to eat, and they eat. It's easy to raise them, and they are easy. Any food that left over, you can just give them to eat. But all the food that I try to avoid is dairy product, meat, processed food, citrus, onion. Those are things you try to avoid feeding your worms, because well, you don't feed them meat anyway, because they can give a foul odor, smell in the house. But what kind of temperature worms live in? Well, the temperature can be ranging from 50 degree to 85 degree. If it's more than 85, like 90 degrees, it's getting too hot for them. So you need to put them in a cooler place. And if it's below 50 degree, I guess it's too cold for them. They're not very active, you know, to eat all the food, all of that. Whatever they eat, they poop out, called worm casting. That's what they do. And the reason I'm doing this is I want to get the worm casting for the right now it's around close to winter time, November, and I want to, you know, collect the worm casting, whatever they eat, the worm poop, whatever, and then use for my vegetable garden. And I also like to fish, so this way I don't need to buy, you know, worms. So a worm they can reproduce a lot. So that's the basic rule here. So it's easy to raise worms basically, and try to do composting at the same time, and you know, have some bait to fish in the springtime. So spring is coming. I like to go fish. I don't like. I'm not fishing in the winter anyway. But so let's start with the bedding. Well, it's simple. The bedding is a cut up newspaper. I got a whole bunch of cut up newspaper right here, just shredded it up. Right there. And I put some dead leaves here. With the dead leaves, you want to, you know, break it up a little bit, crunch it up. Okay, mix them up. And I'm going to put some dirt on here. Right, just mix it up. Put a little bit more dirt. Yeah, you can use any kind of dirt, like mix them up. Okay, I'm gonna make a little holes right here, you know, and this the food they gonna eat right here. This kind of worms, the red wiggler, they eat a lot of, they eat their body weight every day. So a pound of red wiggler can eat probably a pound of food. But I'm gonna put the food right here, make a little hole right here, put the food in. I haven't opened this yet. I just got it today. I ordered from eBay 1 pound of this red wiggler. Alright, in a sack right here. It's supposed to be 1 pound of this thing. Oh, they're still alive. Look at this. They're still alive. This is a small, tiny one. They're still alive. Look at that. It's supposed to be 1,000 of them for 1 pound. So right there, put them there, kind of. And most people like to drill a hole in the bottom, but you shouldn't do that, because all you need to do is just make sure that you water a little bit. That's just a little moist, but not too much water until you have like water on the bottom. Just a little bit of water, basically. Just spray a little bit of water on the top, not too much. Just get some moist in there. And how often should you feed your worm? Well, I recommend that you feed the worm once a week, and check your food. If if you put a pound of food in there, and then after a week they're not finished eating all of it, and then just don't give it more. Don't give it a pound. Next time, just give them less, maybe 3/4 of a pound. So just wet this a little bit. And here's a little trick. Well, sometimes they haven't settled down yet, so they probably like to crawl up right here. So what you do is just put some paper to cover it, so this one they can settle down. See, and so maybe in a 3 to 4 months, maybe 6 months, you can collect some vermicompost here for the garden in the springtime. And well, when spring coming, I'm going to use some of this to catch some crappie, bluegills. So I'm going to use some of this for fishing. They're a good fishing worm, basically. They're not very, yeah, this kind of worm that you. So they are nice. Look at, they're alive. Look at, just some of them still baby. Look at it, really nice. So, and they should have plenty of food to eat. And I'm gonna put in the basement. Right now it's getting chilly at nighttime. Nighttime now drop around 40-some degrees. So I'm gonna just put them in the basement and just to make sure that they're okay, because. When the temperature, when the temperature drop below 50 degrees, they're not very active, and the frost may kill them or something. So I'm gonna just put them in the basement. But I bought the wrong container anyway. But I'm gonna use it. They like it in dark places, so the clear container is not very good for them. But I already bought the wrong one. So, but since we put them in the basement, they should be okay. And this is I hope you learned something here. Yeah, do not put too much water. Make sure just just to keep them moist. Not too much water. So you try to don't water too much, and check the moisture. And if it's too much moisture, then put some more newspaper in there to absorb all the water. Otherwise, if you see a lot of water on the bottom, or some, too much water, then add some more newspaper to it to absorb all that water. If otherwise, if it's just wet enough right here, they're more than comfortable to live in there. So, so this is it. Just put on. To make them comfortable so that they won't crawl up, just put a piece of newspaper on the top like this, help them settle down. So I hope you learned something from this channel, and hopefully you can start your own vermicompost, which is easy. A pound of this vermicompost cost me about $38. So $38 was 1,000 worms in there. By springtime, it should be a lot more in there. So when they start to have babies, and then so thank you for watching. Please, if you like the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button and give us a thumbs up. And I'm gonna do more video. hit the bell button so that when every time I put new video on, it notifies you right away. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.